Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Latina Diaspora. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with this channel uh, or watching this channel for the first time, here we discuss the issues regarding Latinos, particularly Latinos born and raised in the United States. So I just want to let everybody know that I'm currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Um, of course, it's a much smaller channel, um, and as a smaller channel, it takes a while for it to grow. But nevertheless, I'm here. As always, a huge shout out to all those who've already subscribed to the channel. So, what I'm going to ask you to do is the following, if you have not done so. I'm going to ask you to subscribe, like, and set the bell notification to all. So, therefore, whenever I do produce content, you will have the opportunity to catch it live or catch it on the playback. So let me just put the link in the chat in case anyone wishes to join the panel. Okay. The link has been pinned. Okay. Now, as always, if I have never seen or heard of you before, I will insist that you come up in the backstage before letting you on the panel. And the reason is the following. I want to make sure that you're not going to try to flash anything inappropriate, which will cause the good people of YouTube to take down the stream. Okay. So, before we get to the topic, there's a couple of things I want to address. Okay, many of us has been following the current trial between the former president of the United States. Good evening, DT Juju. Thank you very much for stopping by. Okay, and let me just remind everyone that she has her own YouTube channel. So I'm going to ask, if you have not done so, please check out her content and please subscribe to the channel. So right now, in the trial regarding Donald Trump, which was alleged that he used hush money to hide a secret illicit affair with with a porn star. Okay. And he has right now, I believe, 34 counts raised against him. So I don't know what's going to happen. And now one thing we do have to bear in mind is that everyone, even Donald Trump, is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Okay. Would he be found guilty? I don't know. Of course, even better question is, would he do time, or maybe he would just be on a house arrest? We shall see. We shall see. I do know for one thing that there are millions of people blindly following Donald Trump. Okay, so it is what it is. Now, with that being said, we're going to get into the main topic. So the topic for tonight is the myths regarding Dominicans. Okay. Now, of course, there are some myths. There are some things that are not very 100% factual. Let me just start with the easy ones first. There is a myth that I believe that all Dominican women are chapeadoras. Okay, first of all, in case you're wondering what that is, that means gold diggers. Not all of them are gold diggers, okay? And the fact of the matter is there are many Dominican women who are hardworking, caring. They will make excellent spouses for the right person. Okay, they are very passionate when it comes to their significant others. Some of them can be on the jealous nature. Okay, I said some because, of course, they are very passionate about the significant others. Another myth regarding Dominican is regarding Dominican men, meaning that, which is that all Dominican men are players. Some are, some aren't. Okay. I, for what I've seen about Dominican men, they're very, for the most part, self-confident. Okay. They do appear to have a certain swagger, things of that nature. And of course, they have a unique way of speaking, particularly when it comes to members of the opposite sex. Another myth regarding Dominicans is that they all wear shoes without socks. I'm sure there's some of them do wear shoes without socks, but not all of them do. Okay. Another myth regarding Dominican women is that they all work in hair salons styling hair, or they work as home attendants. Okay. One thing we have to understand that many of them are highly educated. Okay. And then you see them in careers as doctors, lawyers, teachers, things of that nature. Okay. Now, of course, if anyone wishes to put in the chat if there are any additional myths when it comes to Dominicans, by all means do so. Okay. Another myth regarding Dominican men is that they're all taxi drivers. Okay. Okay. The Dominican men are in multiple fields. Okay. Not just in baseball. Okay. You have Dominican men who are doctors, lawyers. You have Dominican men who are in trades and things of that nature. You also have Dominican men in politics. And the same token, you have Dominican women in politics as well. Okay. For example, here in New York City, um, we have a Dominican who's in I'm trying to think, I think the 12th or the 13th congressional district. His name is Espaillat. Okay. And you also have Dominican women who happen to serve in the New York City Council. Okay. The whole point of it is to illustrate that Dominicans are in multiple fields. Okay. Now there are other myths when it comes to Dominicans. Okay. And some of them is that they're really into the novelas. Okay. Now, if you're wondering what that is, that's Spanish for the soap operas. Okay. Um, Now, as a sidebar, I have had the blessing to visit the Dominican Republic twice. Okay. I spent some time in Santo Domingo. I spent some time in Boca Chica. I also spent some time in Santiago. Okay. Out of all the places that I visited in the DR, I think my favorite part is Santiago itself. It's more, it appears to be more of a relaxed city. Okay, no offense. But Santo Domingo appears to be like New York without the tall buildings. Okay, it's very busy, it's very congested, and things of that nature. Also, the Dominicans have they're very proud of their history. Okay, and of course, they have many holidays. For example, this past Sunday was Dominican Mother's Day. Okay, which of course they honor mothers. Okay. Now, some of the other myths regarding Dominicans. Okay, let's see. So you have to excuse me. Let me just get something to drink. It's a little humid. Now, some people will believe that Dominicans speak fast. Okay. Now, if you are a person who native language, the original language, first language is not Spanish, it would appear that they speak fast. In my case, I've dated Dominican women. I was married to a Dominican woman. Okay. And basically, it's, I don't want to say they use normal, okay? Because the problem with the word normal, it's too subjective. But I don't I don't particularly believe that the Dominicans speak particularly fast. It's a little bit uh, faster, but not all that much difference. Okay. Another myth is all Dominicans are into baseball. Many are, some aren't. Okay. So let's see. And of course, what makes Dominicans unique is even though they speak Spanish, they have a different dialect. Okay, and they use some words that for for those who are not Dominican sound um, foreign. It's just that they have a different dialect. Okay. First of all, shout out to the people uh, watching this as we speak. I'm not going to be on long, probably half an hour. But what inspired me to do this? Okay, there are certain myths when it comes to Latino, particular Latinos that come from Puerto Rico and from the Dominican Republic. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to address it. So on Monday, I discussed this regarding Puerto Ricans. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about Dominicans. Okay. There's going to be a part two regarding the myths regarding Puerto Ricans, but that's going to be done um, next week on Friday. Okay. One thing I was now I'm going to share certain truths that I observe regarding Dominicans. Um, One truth is that they are a proud people. Okay, they are proud of their heritage, which is and they're proud of their country. Okay, Now, even though the Dominican Republic does not have the financial resources um, compared to the United States and compared to other countries, they're proud of they're proud people. Okay. Another thing that's true regarding many of Dominicans is that they're family oriented. Okay. And one thing it's true, they value family. I had to I apologize. It's just that it's raining, so let me just close the window. Okay. Another thing that's true regarding Dominicans is that they take a lot of pride in their personal appearance. Okay. And I can base that based on the fact that I've dated Dominican women. I've seen how Dominican women dress. Okay. Okay. And I gotta admit, this is gonna sound a little sexist, but okay. But I actually found the accent regarding Dominican women to be very sexy. Okay, so of course I'm a male, so I'm gonna think that way. And of course, excuse me, just sometimes I'm gonna get my thoughts together. Um, one myth is that there's a lot of crime there in the Dominican Republic. Is there crime there? Yeah, there is crime. But the thing is, you have to know and know of your surroundings. And you got to think one thing you have to bear in mind. Okay? When you're visiting another country, try your best to blend in with 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 their surroundings. Okay, I mean people already nobody gonna know that you're not a native of the country, but do try to blend in as much as you can. Um, so you be less of a target. Okay. Another myth is that um, they're all into smoking a hookah. I'm sure some are, some aren't. So, in so and usually when it comes to stereotypes, usually it's based on people that do not know anything about the culture. So what they'll do is they'll speculate. You know, they'll speculate, what they'll do is they'll base um, their their knowledge based on one person or a couple of people. Okay. Now, if you really want to know a people, you need to spend time with the people. You need to learn what are some of the beliefs, the customs, and okay, and actually visit the country, and it will help you a big deal if you learn Spanish. Okay, because obviously most of them speak Spanish. Okay, I mean it's just logical. I mean, and of course, Another myth is that Dominicans tend to be very late. They don't have the same concept of time, and they always come there late. I mean, I think that could apply to people in any group. You have people who are not prompt, and you have people who are prompt. Okay. Um, Now, of course, you have they have a they have a unique way of expressing themselves. Like for example, when we talk about Munchin means a little bit, Vanya thing. Okay, um, they have a very colorful language. So, what I would say about Dominicans, they are great people. They are wonderful people. They are proud of their history. They're proud of their culture. They're proud of who they are, and they should be. Okay. So, with that being said, let me just state what I'm going to be talking about on Friday. Okay. Jeez, that's thunder. Okay. So on Friday's stream, I'm going to be talking about congested pricing. So, excuse me. Okay. So let me explain to you what's happening. Um, Starting in June, there's going to be congestion pricing. What that is, that when you leave the outer boroughs and enter into certain parts of Manhattan, you'll have to pay a toll. So I'm going to be talking about that, and the topic will be congestion pricing. Is that a blessing or a curse? I don't drive, so I don't know. It might be a curse because I mean, if you are taking a cab and the cab has to pay a toll, I mean, they might pass the price of the toll on top of the fare. But in any case, this is good. I'm gonna wrap this up. This is a short stream. Okay. The next time I'm going to try to be a little bit more content. Okay. But I would appreciate, if you have not done so, please pass the word regarding this channel. What I'm going to try to remember to do is that on my main channel, which is Uncommon Sense, where I'm saying it wrong, put in the link in the description regarding this channel. I do appreciate all of you that have subscribed to the channel. Okay. If you have not done so, please consider subscribing. Okay. And with that, I'm going to put this stream to bed. Okay. I just want to say thank you very much for all the people who actually caught it live, and all those that will catch it on the playback. And as always, you're more than welcome to enter your comments. So, with that being said, I'm going to bid you all a very good night. Take care and peace.
Be strong. Be strong. Be strong. Be strong.